And this has happened for the first time in my life that I had two theatrical
Yeah.
releases back to back in Jan.
And such different ones.
Yes, Dawn and then Border 2.
Yeah. No.
I have also heard about it, but then I was like, okay, maybe it's just a rumor because call to aaya nahi hai. Aana chahiye. My son should be a footballer now. Kareena is also playing a mom on screen. Kajol is playing a mom on screen. But are they just moms? They're doing so much. Veer and Kavi sent me a thank you note for saying yes, and with that they sent me a picture of Sanjeev Kapoor.
Wow.
And they said the love of your life, Swad Anusar. SRK was also there on set, and he's like, come on, Mona. I was like, oh, I was dying. With Sunny sir, it was all about food. Chalo, ab khana khate hain. And my dad, he fought the 71 war. I'm Aryan, you're my star. And you know what he said? Ma'am, sitare to bahut hain, asmaan ek. He looked at me, he's like, you were good. So I was like, oh, that means excellent. Meeting Sudeep sir, and he told me, he's like, you know, Mona, we have the luxury of time. तो आराम से करेंगे. I was like, done sir. ये कोई नहीं बोलता.
Hi Mona, welcome to Screen Spotlight.
Thank you for having me here, Devansh.
We're at Butterfly High.
Yes.
But how would you rate this as a restaurant, since you're a restaurant owner yourself?
I'll be honest, I haven't had food here. The first time I came here was for a round table for Made in Heaven, and now this is the second time I've come.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But I'm catching you at such an interesting time because you've had two releases in January,
Yes.
two theatrical releases in January, and you have Kohra season 2 in February.
Yes.
I'll come to Kohra later, but I want to first ask: do the theatrical releases hit differently? Because I think your last one was Lal Singh Chadda.
Yes. Last was Lal Singh Chadda.
Yeah, she was also 3-4 years ago. Yeah, around.
22, huh? Oh yeah, this is 26 now. Yeah.
Does it hit differently, and is the reception very different for you as an actor? How has that been like?
It hits you differently. It's a different ball game altogether. You know, it's 70 screen, and people actually, you know, try investing, you know, to get out of the house, to take a cab or whatever, get to the theater, spend that amount of money, be with your friends, family, go watch it. And then if they like it, bonus. If they don't like it, it's okay. We'll try harder next time. But yeah, theater experience is absolutely different. And this has happened for the first time in my life that I had two theatrical releases back to back in Jan.
And such different ones.
Yes, Dawn and then Border 2.
Yeah. Do you, I think your first film was Three Idiots?
Yes, that was.
So after Three Idiots, I remember you were so great in that film and so memorable, such a memorable role. And I remember, I think around the same time, Raju Hirani was on Coffee with Karan, and Karan Johar gave him some choices to pick from, you know, the lead actresses, and he said Mona.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Achha, I don't know this. I don't know this. Share the clip with me. Okay.
That he said Mona, and Karan's like, oh, but she's not in the options. He said she should be.
Oh wow, wow.
And she said that she should be there because she delivers. And so after that, I think it became a trick for him, and he kept saying Mona throughout the rapid fire for every answer.
Achha, I have to watch this episode.
Yeah. But did you expect that you would get more theatrical offers after, like more film offers after Three Idiots? And how was that phase like?
Honestly, I didn't think that I will get more film offers because at that time I was happy doing my TV.
Yeah.
You know, I was in a very good space. I was trying all new things, participating in reality shows, hosting reality shows. तो ज़्यादा सोचा नहीं था that what is going to happen after this movie, but I was just celebrating the fact that I was getting to work with one of the biggest directors in the industry and the biggest ensemble cast. You know, I've been a fan of Amir sir and Madhavan and Sharvan and Baman Irani, Kareena. I was like, wow, what a star cast, and I get to, you know, do my first movie. So I was celebrating that. आगे कुछ नहीं सोचा था.
But we are hearing that there's a sequel in the making. Do you know more? No.
I have also heard about it, but then I was like, okay, maybe it's just a rumor because call to आया नहीं है, आना चाहिए. My son should be a footballer now.
Yeah, by now it's been a while, so now you should
Yeah.
have grown up and
Yes.
yeah. And maybe Amir should come and do an all is well to boost him.
Yes, maybe.
Speaking of Amir, obviously, I think the next big one that you did was Lal Singh Chadda with him. And you know, at that time also you maintained that I'm not playing Amir Khan's mom, I'm playing Lal's mother.
Which is a fact.
Yeah, because it starts from when you're playing a mom to a little kid in school, and then he grows up.
They show the whole lifespan.
Yeah, but after that, because I don't think a lot of people see it that way. Were you offered a lot of mom roles and you had to say no?
Yes, I was. I was offered a lot of mom roles. And you see, the thing is, Devansh, I just don't want to be a mom.
Yeah.
What am I doing? You know, what is the character doing in the story? So that's what I looked for.
Yeah.
And that is what excited me to say yes for Lal Singh Chadda, because she was the hero of the film.
Yeah.
She did so much, you know, and of course, coming from the original movie, Forrest Gump. I'm a big fan of that movie, and I was like, okay, iska Indian version ban raha, I have to be a part of it. But yes, I think because of me saying no, I am here with you.
Yeah. I also felt like in Bads of Bollywood, I know that at the trailer launch, Shah Rukh also joked that up.
Yeah.
हमेशा माँ क्यों बनती हो तुम?
Yes.
And you gave it back to him.
Yeah, आप अभी तक जवान बने हो तो मैं क्या करूँ?
Yeah.
But he promised me that he's going to work with me.
Yeah. I have a question related to that, so I will
Okay.
come to that also.
Okay.
But when I was watching Bads, I thought that maybe till the last episode only, that I can't believe there has to be more to
Yeah.
Mona than
Yeah.
this in this show. Like there has to be more, because otherwise she won't do it.
Yeah.
This role, although it was a fairly decent role. And
No, but I know what you
yeah.
mean.
I said there has to be more. That was like my biggest giveaway for that climax. That she must be doing something more.
Something more.
And then it came like such a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
So even now, I think, say, from doing a Munjia, and if you get similar roles where you're offered not Amir, but a younger actor's mom, is there a concern ever in your head that, okay, maybe this is good, but not great enough for me to play a mom?
See, I don't think like that. Again, it's not about just playing a mom.
Yeah.
You see, Kareena is also playing a mom
Yeah.
on screen. Kajol is playing a mom on screen. But are they just moms? They're doing so much. You know, so I look at the depth, I look at the substance, I look at the complexities, the nuances of a character. And that's what, makes me say yes. So it's not about playing mom to a younger kid or an older kid. Or an actor like Amir Khan. I don't look at a script like that. I see what am I bringing to the table, what is there for me to do.
Yeah. But Amir and you have, I think, you just joined together by this umbilical cord, because in 3 Idiots he helped you deliver a baby.
Yes.
In Lal you played his mom, and in Happy Patel you played.
He played my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you play his daughter, which is such a life coming
Yeah.
full circle. Do you remember the time that you realized that he's my dad in the film? Because you
Veer
don't really have
called-
a scenes together.
Yeah, we did not have scenes together, and Veer had not cast anybody at that time. And I remember he called me. Kavi also called me, and he was like, "Guess who's playing your dad?" I was like, "Who?" They're like, "Amir." I was like, "What?" And it's only an actor like Amir who can think like this and think out of the box and do something so quirky.
Yeah.
So he just shut everybody up.
Did he realize that, tables have turned now?
I'm sure he did. He's a very smart, intelligent actor. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that movie, Happy Patel, especially for. You were my favorite part of that
Oh,
film.
thank you. Thank you.
It was also credit to Veer, because
Yes.
it was written so well. Your
So
part was
well,
written
yes.
so well. And my favorite line of yours, there are two, but one of them is "Kitne men the men," which is like Veer is doing so many things.
Female
with that
gabbar.
just one line.
Yeah.
But also like a gabbar of her own right. No,
Yeah.
She's a gabbar from Goa.
Yeah, Gabbar from Goa, and so feminine.
Yeah.
That's what I loved about Veer's writing, creating a character who is a villain of the story, a goon, having her own having her own world where she's celebrating femininity. You know, she is dressed up in a pink. She lives her in her own pink castle. Her goons are dressed in pink. She loves to cook. She's in love with Sanjeev Kapoor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, this is so different, so out of the box, and so unpredictable. Like nobody would have imagined me, playing a character like Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that he imagined you.
Yeah, I'm so glad he did.
You and Sanjeev Kapoor is I think the most unfinished love story. I think someone needs to finish that arc.
I punched him in the face.
Yeah.
In
And
the
how
climax.
the second line that I loved was "I loved you."
I loved you, I know. You will
So
not
good.
believe, Devansh. I was cracking up. I think I took some 5 takes because I just couldn't fathom that, there's this goon who's punching him in the face and then saying, I loved you. Crazy
So
writing.
good. How was it sharing that screen space with Sanjeev Kapoor?
He was having a ball.
Yeah.
And I love that about himself. People who don't take themselves seriously are the best kind of people I vibe with.
Yeah.
Otherwise, kya karna hai? It's just one life. Stop
Yeah.
taking yourself so seriously.
Yeah.
I remember Veer and Kavi were a little apprehensive of, telling him that he's going to get a punch in his face. But I was like, go tell him. I've done Jhalak Dikla Ja with him in
Yeah.
2006. I know him. He's a very funny man. So go and tell him. I'm sure he'll be okay with it. And he jumped at it. He's like, chalo, let's do it.
Yeah. But Sanjeev Kapoor was always in the script.
Always.
Without even approaching him. And
So I'll tell you a funny anecdote. When I said yes for Happy Patel, Veer and Kavi sent me a thank you note for saying yes. And with that, they sent me a picture of Sanjeev Kapoor.
Wow.
And they said, the love of your life, Swad Anusar. They're just inherently funny people, yeah.
Yeah. But speaking of, I am going way back, but Jhalak Dikhla Ja,
Huh.
you won the first season.
Yes.
And you weren't a dancer then.
No.
So how was that like to learn dance like on the job?
See, that's the most exciting thing
Yeah.
because you're getting paid to learn how to dance. So I was having fun. My choreographer told me, listen, first thing first, dance baad mein karenge. First you lose some weight. I was like, okay. I wasn't really working at that time when I got Jhalak Dikhla Ja. I was on a holiday with my family. Had just finished with the Jessie. So I was eating, I was chilling. So then I came back and then I was told about the show. I had watched the original You Think You Can
You Think
Dance. And I love the whole concept, that you actually get paid to learn how to dance. So I learned the samba, cha-cha, the waltz. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I asked because when we watched that amazing climax of Bads of Bollywood, a lot of people said that okay, Bobby is great, but Mona is like matching steps with him.
Yeah.
And I said, but she's the winner of Jhalak Dikhla Ja, don't you guys remember? And then they were like, yeah, whoa.
Oh, yeah. But I was coming from a very different world, when I was asked to shoot for the climax.
Yeah.
I had just finished my shoot for Kohra.
Kohra.
So I was coming from such a dark, gritty world and suddenly thrown into this climax. I was like, okay, just give me a minute. And SRK was also there on set and he's like, come on, Mona. I was like, oh, I was dying. But yeah, it was a lot of fun and it was a little tricky because Bobby wasn't really shooting with us.
Yeah.
We had to match that.
Yeah.
Everything was done on VFX later. But yeah, I had to do all that.
Yeah. So much fun. You should have asked SRK to do it. Like, just show it to me how it's done.
He was shooting for an ad in the same studio, so he came to visit, and I was like, I told Aryan, I was like, I don't think I can do this in front of your dad.
It feels like Jhalak Dikhla Ja all over again.
Yeah, all over again.
But coming to SRK, I know that he's always been fond of you, and I think that's vice versa.
Oh,
Feelings are
I have
mutual.
always loved him, always.
So, do you think he will live up to his promise of working
I'm
with you?
hoping. Please watch.
Yeah. Bobby Deol and Sunny Deol. You work with both of them.
Yes.
How different they are as actors? Because I can see the similarities, but how different are they as actors?
I think the only difference is Bobby is more chilled, maybe because he's the younger one, the pampered one. And Sunny sir is a little more serious, and also because of his on-screen avatar, what we get to see, the screaming and shouting.
Yeah.
But as to individuals, they are beautiful to work with. They just make you feel so comfortable. With Bobby, you know, it was all about understanding कि कौन सा spa better है for better massage, ये वो, all his funny anecdotes and joking around and making sure that, you know, everybody is having a good time with him. And with Sunny sir, it was all about food. Chalo ab khana khate hain. So you know, there's this entire entourage that travels with him, and his personal cook is also with him. So when we were shooting for Border 2, we had a ball of a time. Chole, bhature, kulche, puriyan. He was feeding everybody and making sure that, you know, you're looked after.
Yeah. But do you think you also have a soft corner for Border 2 because you're from an army background?
Yes. Not only that, you know, this movie it was just meant to be for me. It really was. It found me, you know. Sometimes it's the script that chooses you, and that's exactly what happened with Border 2. A, I love the script. B, coming from an army background. And my dad, he fought the 71 war, you know. So the first scene that you get to see where the Pakistanis and Sunny sir, they step on the mine. My dad and his fellow colleagues, they also stepped on a mine. And 4 of them lost their foot in the 71 war. So it just became very, very personal for me. So it was like a tribute to my dad. Yeah.
So nice. But you know, you've also coming to Happy Patel, you've also worked with these first-time directors, Aryan Khan, Veer Das. What do you have to say about them? Because I think they come with such a distinct voice, and they will see it through no matter what. So what have you seen? Like, what do you have to say about these new filmmakers?
See, about Aryan, what I can say is, you know, and even for Kavi and Veer, first project is always very special. It's your first baby that you really want to nurture, take care of. You become very, very passionate about it. You want to protect it. Aryan did exactly that. You know, he was so enthusiastic, making sure that everybody is okay, happy, well-fed, you know, discussing the scenes, having workshops one day before the shoot, every time. He was very, very serious about a show which is not serious. You know, and often cracking up on set, so humble. You know, coming from a background where the kid has everything in life. He doesn't have anything to prove. But yet he was so particular that, you know, ye line aise bolenge, and let's try one more take, let's experiment, let's try it another way. So there was not one particular path that he was following. He was letting the actors be, listening, and very, very collaborative, you know, I'd say. And with Veer, you know, he understands comedy. He has that experience for so many years doing stand-up comedy. He's traveled the world. He understands the, kya bolte hai, wo nabz pakadta hai audience ki. So I was asking him, I was like, listen, Veer, I'm surrendering. I don't know what is going to happen on paper. It looks very good, but how do you want me to play? So he's like, as subtle as possible. The character is so quirky, looking so quirky. So I just had to find that balance and be subtle, you know, sublime is the best way. And he was also telling me, you know, Mona, less is more, less is more. So don't you know, imitate a man just because you're playing a goon. Just be yourself, be all woman. So what I really liked was his clarity.
So less is more is also the case, I think, in Kohra season 2.
Yes.
And you know, recently I was talking to Bhumi Pednekar, who did Dal Dal, in which she plays a cop. So she said that even that one I had to look very stoic. And you know, there is this image of a woman cop who is like, who almost becomes like a man, that I will go and hunt these criminals down. So, but in her case, because she comes from kind of a mainstream background, commercial space, so the director had to literally tell her that don't do anything, just be stoic.
Okay.
And she said that I found it so difficult. So do you also find it difficult to follow this less is more? Because it kind of, irrespective of how experienced you are, I imagine it comes with this insecurity that you're not doing enough.
See, for me, I'll tell you, it's a journey of constant learning. You know, every character is so different from one another that sometimes, and most of the times, I'd say, you have to listen to the director because they are the ones who have lived with the script, lived with every character. They understand it better, you know. Yes, if there is some scene where I'm not convinced, I will talk about it, you know, just to understand it better. But otherwise, I think stoicism works to a certain extent. In movies, we have seen women play those, macho kind of cops and going after people and
Yeah.
hitting them because that's the kind of movies that people are going for. Typical Rohit Shetty films. It is all about that commercial and jing jang and looking amazing and walking sexily. But when you talk about Kohra, you spoke about Bhumi.
Yeah.
It's realism.
Yeah.
So how do you show a character being real is by just being stoic and being all woman and calm. And I think that's what a lady officer does. She brings in all the calmness, she observes. Authority is not about screaming and shouting.
Yeah.
I think authority is quiet power. So that's what reflects on screen.
Yeah. And on the other hand, to demonstrate that your range, there is a Bads of Bollywood where you're going like a filmy ma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only to subvert that at the end.
Yeah.
But what was Aryan's brief to you for that? Because you're supposed to be kind of conventional, but also leave those, I don't know, breadcrumbs of that I will surprise you.
Yeah.
So how was that like?
So Aryan was very clear. See, I knew what is going to happen in the
Yeah,
end.
you and Bobby are only.
We were the only ones who were carrying that baggage of.
He told me that we were the only ones.
We were the only ones, and he told me day one. He's like, "Ma'am, otherwise you will ask me कि मैं क्या कर रही हूँ in the show. So I am telling you right now, this is what you're doing," and I loved it. So what I really liked was that he understood the characters flawed, but play as real as possible so that nobody ever doubts Neeta what she's up to. And people often asking ki, why is she so against these two coming together? What is going on? Itna bhi kya ho gaya? That Ajay Talwar's daughter cannot be with Neeta's son. But of course, eventually you get to know that. So Aryan told me to play as real as possible. A bechari maa who's struggling to convince her son ki ye mat karo.
But there are those hints that you and both Aryan drop.
Yes. Very subtle.
Yeah. But can you talk about any of them? I don't know, even your co-stars must be wondering कि ये क्या हो रहा है.
ये क्या हो रहा है? So basically, the first hint I'll drop is the first party that we were shooting, the success party, Asmans.
Where you meet Bobby.
Where we meet Bobby, and it's the first interaction of highs and hellos. So Aryan was coming to my ear. Ma'am, एक और take कर लेते हैं. इसमें ना आप look ही मत देना. I was like, अच्छा, okay, I won't. So we were trying different takes, but all the co-actors were wondering, इतना भी क्या हो गया? Why are they taking so long to say hi? So giving away a little, but yet not giving away it all. So I think that was fun. That was fun to just leave them on the edge.
Yeah, which was also kind of your equation with Vijay Raj in Made in Heaven, no? Giving away a little, but also holding something back.
Holding something back. People were often thinking that maybe it is him who was the person who troubled her, but the story was.
It can be a whole universe of not knowing what Mona is up to in the show or movie. Speaking of Aryan, the last time we met, we talked about this before we started rolling. It was right after SRK's birthday. And Archie's premiere, where you broke the internet first with your selfie with Shah Rukh and then with Aryan.
Yeah.
And I thought that, I'm sure that you had already signed Bads.
We were shooting at that time. Yeah.
And I could see that you were itching to say something more, but you were holding yourself back.
I was holding back. Yeah.
But how have you seen his journey? Because he was, I think, one of the biggest fans of Jassi Jaisi Koi Nahi.
Yeah.
To being a director, to having you in his first film. How was that?
I'm so proud of him. I remember calling him after 2 days of our release of Bads. The world was going crazy with the show. There was like unprecedented love, you know. And that too, not just for the actor or the story, it was for the director as well. People loved what he delivered, you know. And I remember calling him and telling him, Aryan, you're my star. And you know what he said? Ma'am, sitare to bahut hain, aasman ek. He's just so casual about it. And that's what I love. I love that about him. He's a beautiful guy, very, very humble, very talented. And he just feels like one of my own, ki, you know, hi, tarakki kar raha hai, acha naam kama raha hai, you know, he's doing well. I feel very, very happy. It feels very personal.
Yeah. And I think what I really enjoy about your career, and especially recently, is that even we see you in Bads, and then a few months later we see you in Thode Dur Thode Paas,
Ah,
which is such a nice throwback to maybe when you work with TVF,
yes.
like a simple family, middle class. Do you also see yourself changing, or your approach changing, or something within you changing when you move from a bigger set to a relatively smaller set? Does something change within you?
You know, I'll tell you honestly, coming from an army background, we are just very easy and quick to adapt.
Yeah.
So you see, when Dad used to get posted to bigger cities like Delhi, we used to often get temporary accommodation for almost 8 months, and then after that, immediately going to a bungalow. So from this chotu house to a big bungalow, but our attitudes were the same. So I think that's what army does. One has to be like water, just adapt. Take shape of any situation. And I think that's what has kept me going.
Yeah.
So a very big set or a very small set, I'm the same. The vibe changes a little, but yeah.
Yeah. How was your experience of working with Pankaj Kapoor?
Oh my God, it was so enriching. It was just so good to sit and observe and absorb the energy that he has. I never saw him coming on set irritated or trying to boss around just because he has more experience. And that's very, very humbling to know, because people lose it even after the first show that you don't know me. He doesn't take himself too seriously. And he had so many beautiful anecdotes to share with us, to understand a character. I was sitting with him. I was like, sir, bataiye na, aur bataiye. So, and I also felt that, okay, you need to perform. There's a performer that you look up to who's a legend. He understands his craft so well, and he's been around for so many years, and yet, manages to surprise you with his performance. So he just kept me on the edge that I better deliver or he'll judge me.
Is there something maybe he said to you, or maybe he did, that has stayed with you? Anything specific?
So
on
we did
set?
one scene together, the kitchen scene, the silbatta wala scene where he, tells me how to make the chutney without a mixer, without using a gadget. And we were doing it. We didn't rehearse much. And he's like, chalo, organically karte hain, jo hoga dekhi jayegi. I was like, okay. And then after that, he's a man of few words though, huh? So he looked at me, he's like, you were good. So I was like, oh, that means excellent. So I was celebrating it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talked about, when you talked about Sanjeev Kapoor, you said that he did not take himself seriously. I think that's also the case with you.
It is.
Yeah. But has that does that come to you naturally, or is it something that that has evolved over time?
I think it has evolved more over time. With Jassi being my first show, I could have easily lost it. First show has become such a big hit and now nobody can stop me, I've arrived. But it just grounded me because, the kind of family and the background I come from. So my father, my mother, they were the ones telling me, ki, bhai, keep your head on your shoulders, come down. So I think that's where it comes from. Yeah.
I think even when you would do a Jassi, and which became such a huge hit, and one would think that a lot of actors would then make a lot of conventional choices that let me, now that I have the success, let me not lose it, let me play it safe. A lot of them forget that the fact that they have this success is because they did an unconventional show like Jassi.
Yes.
In the first, the first go. Is this something you have to tell yourself a lot every time?
Tell myself.
That no, I can't play it safe. I have to risk it again.
See, that was my first show, my first choice,
Yeah.
So I started from the word go. I never want to repeat myself. I think I'll go into depression if I repeat myself. I don't like being in a comfort zone. My comfort is my home, my people, my family, my friends. But when I'm working, I love the adrenaline. I love the challenge. I love the fact that there are some characters, roles, and stories which give me sleepless nights. Trying to understand whether I'll be able to do this, and if yes, how. How is this going to happen? I get nervous. I get butterflies in my stomach.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So I do. Roles which make me uncomfortable, I say yes to.
Yeah. I think even after you won Jhalak Dikhla Ja, I mean, after you won a dance reality show, I don't think you need to do another, but you did.
No.
You did one
That was with cricketers.
Yeah.
That was with cricketers.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, that even when you do something new, like Ek Khiladi Ek Hasina,
हाँ,
that
एक
was
खिलाड़ी एक हसीना.
you do it, you add something new to that.
Yeah.
Where you were paired with Harbhajan
Bhaji.
Singh. Wow.
Yes. Yes.
How was that like? How was dancing with Bhaji?
Oh my God, we only did Bhangra all the way.
And you won that also.
We won that also. It was crazy, and people were telling me, "You better not participate in a reality show now." But it was a good learning. I get to, I got to meet so many cricketers I'm a fan of, So for me, it was great learning, and you get to see their human side. नहीं तो क्या है, आप उनको फील्ड में देखते हैं performing, doing well, you become their fans, but this was personal. So, eating meals together, going for rehearsals together, and also for them to, find that time and have some fun was just very, very different.
Yeah. I think Sushmita Sen and Wasim Akram
Wasim Akram and Sushmita, they were the judges.
What a casting coup. all of you, I think.
Yeah.
But like full marks to whoever came up with those pairs.
See, at that time, Colors was launching as a channel. So that was their first reality show, which I was approached for. And I loved the idea of, dancing with the cricketers.
Such a nice name.
Ek khiladi, ek hasina. Yeah.
So, coming to Kohra 2 now.
Yes.
I know that, you play a woman cop and who's dealing with her own personal trauma or her personal issues. Also having to prove herself in a man's world.
Yeah.
Was a part of you, did a part of you also relate with that aspect of your character, of proving yourself in a man's world, if it is? I even, I don't know why I'm saying if it is, because I know it is. But
it is a man's world. It is. And it will change eventually someday.
Yeah.
We all are trying to, find our own space and shine in our own way possible. But when you see a cop, especially in Punjab, it's not an easy life anyway. Being a man or a woman, it's not easy because you don't have the time. You don't have time for yourself, for your home, for your family, for the things that you want to do or you enjoy, because you're constantly busy. And then upar se being a female cop is even more tough because there is no bromance happening. There is no brotherhood celebration. There is a woman.
There are anyway so few of them.
Yeah, there are very few. And most of them don't want to be called the female cop. They just want to be addressed as a cop. वो भी नहीं होता, and then less support from your supervisors, the constant urge to keep proving yourself that you are worth it, you are worth, and then often judged because of your physical capabilities. They don't understand कि भाई, a cop does not necessarily have to get into a fight, a physical fight. It is also about interactions. Getting the information out, using your own tactical ways to do your own job, So, and I love the fact that in Kohra, the character is so well layered, so well written. And I think only Sudeep sir and team like Gunjit and Diggy can do that. They just dig deeper and they fearlessly approach the most uncomfortable topics that usually writers, makers refrain from, And that's what I loved as an actor to be a part of. Of course, I'm a big fan of season 1, big fan of season 1. So for me, it was a satisfying journey and I learned a lot.
Yeah. I'm also a huge fan of season 1. I thought, Suvinder Vicky was brilliant. And
brilliant.
Yeah. And I don't know if you know that, I don't know the actor's name, but the actor who plays the mom of the son who gets killed in first season, the foreigner woman.
Oh, I don't know her name. Sorry.
But she was Amir's love interest in Lagan.
Yes.
So it's the same.
Yeah. She's the same.
And
woman.
I was thinking that in throughout that show, whether it's her or it's Harleen Sethi, they have a voice of their own, but they're so traumatized because it's such a man's world, and it's such a it's full of crimes and like hard-hitting crimes, and it's so tough for a woman. That I thought that what would when I found out that you were in season 2, what would she bring to the table? But do you see any difference between when a woman kind of conceives a woman's character as opposed to a man like Sudeep? Is there a difference in there, like women written by men and women written by women?
I see there can be a huge difference
Yeah.
when a woman is directing, when a woman is writing, when a woman is shooting. She brings her own energies, her own stories, her own way of writing and directing. She adds more depth. But what I can say about Sudeep sir is that he's well researched. And when you take that kind of time, which is a year, to write a show, it just speaks volumes. Otherwise, there are writers, there are makers who are ready to rock and roll in 3 months. So then you get to see only that what has been researched in 3 months. So Gunjit actually goes and lives in Punjab to understand the true meaning of being a woman cop. I was also made to meet women cops and understand their lives. It's not easy. It's just not easy being a female cop in Punjab or anywhere in India. And the ability to capture the authentic underbelly of society is not easy. And I think Sudeep sir has that gift, to be able to show that.
Yeah.
So raw, so real. And what I really, really enjoyed was to understand silences. Otherwise, everything is so fast-paced. Dialogue khatam hua, phat phat bol do. Because there are a lot of platforms, there are a lot of makers who love that speed. Because somewhere,
Especially in a thriller, crime thriller.
or anywhere, we kind of underestimate our audiences.
Yeah.
We feel कि नहीं उनको silence or pause समझ में नहीं आएगा. Why? You take the liberty, you show the authenticity, and people will relate,
Which is why season 1 was such a hit.
Such a hit. So I remember meeting Sudeep sir, and he told me, he's like, Mona, we have the luxury of time. तो आराम से करेंगे. I was like, done, sir. ये कोई नहीं बोलता. Yeah.
I can imagine it be very liberating. For
It
an
is. It is.
When you were doing TV and then you switched to streaming, I have a theory, and you can say if it's wrong or not, but I thought that conventional, like Bollywood or like theatrical releases, those who make films there, didn't know what to do with you. Because you did everything. You did everything so well that they thought that अरे हमें तो वो stereotype leading lady चाहिए, वो तो मिल ही नहीं रही इधर. Do you think that's the case?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore. You see, storytelling has changed and it has really evolved. Of course, there are, cliche type of love stories still being made, and there are a certain set of audiences who would love to go and watch such movies. But there's also real storytelling happening. And I'm celebrating that. हाँ, पहले शायद पता नहीं होगा, but पहले मैं वो देख भी नहीं रही थी. I wasn't wanting that, the idea of coming to Bombay and the idea of having this dream कि I want to act. So it still remains the same. I still want to act, I still want to explore, I still want to keep reinventing and eventually keep surprising myself as an actor. And then, of course, the audience कि भाई चलो इसने कुछ अच्छा किया है. Yeah.
What do you think the film industry collectively can do to make it less of a man's world?
I think it is to have equal number of men and women in key roles. I think that is how we will shift.
Yeah.
And to have storytelling in a different way, change the narratives, have more mature story, give women more room to play, have more nuanced characters, don't define their relationship only to men, and give them more, and they're not just good or bad or right or wrong or positive, negative. They're more. They're also flawed. They're grey.
Yeah.
Show that. And I feel OTT is doing that.
Yeah.
Which is why women like me, Tilotama, Rasika, we all are getting so much to do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, na to ye TV mein hona hai, na ye films mein hona hai.
Thank God for OTT.
Yeah, thank God for OTT.
Yeah. I want to talk a little bit about your connection with Punjab.
Yeah.
Because I thought that one of my most enduring images is you driving a tractor in Lal Singh Chadda.
Yes.
But then you also come and play a Sikh cop in Kora. Can you talk a little bit about that, that mitti ki khushbu, as they say it? What does it do to you
Punjab,
as a person, as an artist? Yeah.
It just liberates me. Punjab has been through so much, and yet it has so much resilience. And inherent nature hai unka, you know, of seva. I remember we were shooting in like cold winters for Kohra.
Yeah.
And it was the month of December, you know, there is also this Divas, the Shahidi Divas, jo manate hain wahan pe, jo mante hain wahan pe. And I was seeing everybody from 4 a.m. in the morning serving on the streets, giving you garam chai, garam doodh, and just making sure that you're well fed, that you are okay. And I just feel that's very, very inspiring. You know, there's so much to give. There's so much to do. And that's what I take back with me, is seva. Just be humble, do seva, and practice your meditation. Stay true to who you are. And keep your integrity intact. I think that's what Punjab does to me every time I go there. And especially for Kohra, you know, Punjab is not just a place or location where you shoot. I think it's one of the main characters. It's landscapes, it's silences, it's open fields, you know, the part in the background, Gurbani in the background. It just adds so much value to the show. So I loved being there. There's so much Punjabiyat in me.
And that Punjabiyat is also shows when, you know, you're method dressing for the promotions, you're wearing all Punjabi
Suit,
colors
yeah.
and suits.
I was very clear that I am going to celebrate Punjab. Kohra is not showing the spectacle like we get to see in Bollywood movies. Bollywood movies, like in our Hindi entertainment industry. Not showing sarson ka saag and gidda and bhangra. It's moving away from that, you know, it is showing its realism. But I wanted to celebrate Punjab. I was like, you know, I'm here to promote Kohra. Let me be the Sardarni that I am.
But how much do you think this celebration should also involve, you know, calling out the flaws that are there in the state? Because we've seen movies like, say, Udta Punjab, Punjab 95 struggle with getting a release because they're, I don't know, maligning the image of Punjab or something. So how do you think that, you know, first we do address the issues also. We all know Punjab is great, but we also need to address the issues.
See, it's not just Punjab.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's happening everywhere. Just because Kohra is based in Punjab, so you talk about Punjab. But if you talk about every state, there are same issues going on. But nobody wants to show that. Everybody wants to glorify everything and show, you know, something which is larger than life. OTT is real. And I love the fact that, you know, Kohra is sticking to its roots. So, maligning nahi ho rahi hai. I just feel that people need to see the truth, what actually is happening. Story to fictional hai.
A little bit about your upcoming projects. Are you in Subedar? Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. It was kind of, you shared the poster, although I mean one can't see your name anywhere.
It'll come.
But, okay.
You know, if I'm there, kuch to hoga na. Mystery to kuch to hoga.
But have you worked with Anil Kapoor there?
Yes, I have worked with him.
How was that?
He's brilliant. And what an actor, and what energy he brings on set. He is phenomenal. I've of late, like, of course, I've been his fan from Ram Lakhan and all Ishwar and all those movies, but Beta. But now, you know, to see him evolve and reinvent himself, oh my God, he's brilliant. I loved him in Dil Dhadakne Do. I was like, wow, sir, you're so good. And he takes it very, very seriously. He does. You know, he just gets into the skin of the character. And so inspiring as a human being, as an actor. There's so much to learn from.
All the films that you mentioned, you know, Beta, Ishwar, is it a throwback to those films? Because when do we get to see Anil Kapoor doing action?
He's doing solid action in Subedar.
Like he used to do in those days.
But now I think he's back. He's back with solid action in Subedar. You will be surprised to see him in Subedar. He's so different. So different from what he's played till now. Yeah, and even for my character, I can't talk much about it, but I loved it. I loved being a part of it.
I think we're just back in the 90s now with Anil Kapoor, Sunny Deol doing action, Bobby doing Dance with You.
I know.
There are two shows that I know of that you're doing or you've already done.
Which ones?
Paan Parda Zarda.
Huh.
Yeah. In which I was reading an interview by Tanya Maniktala, who said that it was so refreshing to be on a set surrounded by women.
Yes.
Because we follow this unspoken women code. There is this unspoken women code where we just root for each other while we're on set. Did you also feel that?
I felt that. I felt that. And I feel it is so important. You know, why get into stupid fights? Why get into those stupid competitions that, oh, she has more lines? And it used to happen earlier back then in the 90s, but everybody has grown, evolved, you know, matured. Stand up for each other, cheer for each other. Nobody's taking your limelight from you. Whatever you deserve, you're going to get it. So one should have that clarity and confidence and just support each other, yeah.
From what we've seen of that show, there's only one still of you with blood on your face.
Yeah.
And you're looking down. What
Yeah.
is happening?
Murder. Murder is happening. Gruesome
guess.
gore murder. I hope that series, you know, just comes out and sees the light of day, because it's been a while since
Yeah,
we
I
shot
think
for
it's
it.
been a year. Or so.
No, it's been more than that.
than-
It's been more than a year. I hope it comes out soon. Then there's another show called Maa Kasam
Yeah.
with Mihir. Then there is, I can't talk about that now, but yeah.
You can.
No. Let it come out. Let me get to know when it is coming
You
out.
can drop hints like you do in all your movies and shows.
Just did.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Maa Kasam, how is your equation with Mihir different from how it was in Made in Heaven?
See, Made in Heaven, he was a guy who was always angry.
Yeah.
You know, a teen who was so angry and going the wrong path and not willing to listen and carrying that burden of his childhood trauma. But in Maa Kasam, it was so refreshing because the script is so progressive, you know. We both had a brilliant time working together, and I think there was this unspoken understanding between us coming from Made in Heaven,
Yeah.
because we did such intense
Intense,
scenes
yeah.
together, you know. So we've grown as individuals. So, and he's always cheering for me, and so am I. I feel very proud of his journey. So, yeah.
Finally, is there something you haven't done? And what is in your wish list? Are there directors, actors, roles?
Directors, actors for sure. Roles, though, they have to write and approach,
Yeah.
because I feel it's mostly the script that finds you.
Yeah.
You know, but directors, I want to work with Zoya again. I want to work with Imtiaz Ali. I want to work with Raju sir again. And there are many. I want to work with Aryan again. And Sudeep sir again. He's so good. And this is his first directorial debut in Kora. And actors, I want to work with Jaideep Alabat. I want to work with Diljit again.
Yeah.
I want to work with Shefali Shah, Tilottama. I want to work with all of them. They're so good in what they do.
I think I've already made up a movie in my mind with permutations and combinations. You and Diljit in a movie directed by Imtiaz Ali, set in Punjab. We're set.
Yeah.
But looking forward to everything you do.
Thank you so much,
And
Devansh.
please chase Shah Rukh and get that movie done.
Oh, I want to work with Shah Rukh Khan. I forgot to say that, because that was the first thing I said. Yeah.
Please chase him. Don't let him
I
go.
am.
Thank
It's
you
the
so
butterfly effect which shall, take effect.
Yeah. I
Thank
think this
you.
place is going to love you.
Okay then.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.